Clearly, I am now a huge influencer and YouTube sensation because I have been contacted by a Californian company called Banish asking me if I wanted to review their products on my channel. Now, I am 99% sure that this is a mistake. Not that my 3 subscribers don't deserve world-class product reviews, they certainly do. And clearly the 4 views I received on my last video have got this skin industry worried. And to be honest, I think 3 of those views was probably my mother checking to see if I'm selling videos of my feet. Anyway, I replied to the email expressing my interest and that if I got time on my very busy YouTube channel, that I would review their products for them. So here it is, the full Microneedling skincare kit from Banish, completely free, and I am honestly over the moon. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank my family and friends for believing in the channel and for both of my subscribers for staying with me so long. Now, no one ever sends me anything, so when a brand does send you something, of course, parts of me want to say, I love it, I can't live without it, it's changed my life in unimaginable ways. But with the thoughts of never receiving anything for free again, I don't love all of it. Anyway, let me explain. Firstly, hi, I am Dicky, self-appointed ambassador for men over 50 who still want to look alive, feel good, and maybe not flinch quite so much when they look in the mirror. After changing my life at 55, losing 11 stone in weight and getting active, I am on a mission to help other gents like me feel more confident in their skin, to stay active and age with a bit of style. All of this without taking it too seriously. I am not trying to solve the Middle East conflicts. I'm just getting old men like myself to wear a bit of sunscreen every now and again. Because midlife doesn't mean mediocre. It means it's finally your time to glow. I didn't hate the product. And there's part of it I didn't love, but I didn't hate the product. And I really want to share with you what I learned about this product. So stay with me and we'll get on to that product review now. So the kit contains the full kit, and this is usually priced at £340. It's on their website at the moment at £240. You're going to find links below. Now, this is the Banisher 3.0. This is the main tool part of the kit. And along with this, they sent me these needles, which are 0.05 millimeter needles. Apparently that's important, and we'll get to that again in a bit. These needles are gold-plated titanium needles. They also sent me this very cute little storage bag, and they also sent me these very cute socks. Now, I'm not sure whether you're meant to put the socks on before or after the microneedling. It doesn't explain that in the instructions. We'll have to come back to that. The first product I took a look at was the Banish Serum. This is included in the kit, but if you did buy this separately, this is £47. Now, all of their products are made in California, and they only make small batches of products. They're all freshly made. They're only meant to last about 6 months. So this is a freshly made vitamin C serum. It also contains vitamin E, glycerin and plant oils, and apparently it's great for brightening dark spots, boosting collagen and post-needle recovery. So you can actually put this product on after you've done your microneedling. Now, I've used this product once and I didn't like it. I found it very oily on the skin and it left a film on my skin, which I really didn't like. I've got fairly greasy skin anyway, so adding any kind of oil to my skin is just going to make it more greasy. So I've only used this product once. They also sent me this vitamin C cream, which is priced at £47. This is a lightweight daily moisturizer with vitamin C. Also contains licorice extract, which is perfect for hydration and fading pigmentation. Now, I've used it a few times. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It's quite a thin product. At my age, I just want a bit more moisturizer. So I've been using the Horace Mattifying SPF cream, which is a thick cream. It does absorb, but it treats my skin a lot better. I found this quite thin product to use, and so I have used it a few times. I didn't hate it, but I'm not going to continue using it. Next is the Banish Fighter Gel. It does come as part of your kit. Otherwise, it's priced at £47. It's a cooling gel packed with sulfur, green tea, other calming ingredients, and it's ideal for calming angry breakouts or soothing flush skin. I've used this a few times. It's okay. I'm sorry, I can't big up these products. I didn't find them brilliant, to tell the truth. It's okay. I've got a bit of a spot just underneath my lip there, and I've been using it on that. Has it helped? I think so. Would I buy it for £47? I don't think I would. But there we go. That's the fighter gel. Next, we have the pumpkin Enzyme Masque, again priced at £47. I believe this is included in the kit as well. You will have to check online. It smells like one of those coffees you get from Costa Coffee at Christmas time. It smells really, really nice, and I can get quite addicted to the smell. A lot of people rave about this product, saying that it leaves the skin glowing. I put it on my skin, and I've put some pictures up here. I put the picture of it on my skin, and I put the picture of it on immediately after my skin. There was no difference to my skin. I liked using it, but I think I like the smell more than anything else. I'm not too sure it had much of an effect on my skin, but other YouTubers have, sworn by this, saying it is the best thing ever. It's one of their best products. So maybe it's just me. I didn't see any significant difference to my skin when using it. I'm sorry, Banish, I really am. Not included in the kit, is the All Clear Mint Cleanser. So this is a cleanser you put on your skin and then you wash off. It's a gentle foaming cleanser. It's got peppermint and spearmint oils in it. And it's very refreshing, and apparently it doesn't strip the skin. Now, the first time I used this, I put a little bit on my hand, put it on my face, and I thought it was dreadful. Okay? But what I then did, the following day, I put it in my hand, and then I lathered it in my hand, and it really lathered up, and then I used it. And I really like using this product in the morning because of the peppermint and mint. It wakes you up in the morning, and it does lather up quite nice, and it does feel quite nice, and it does give your face a really fresh feeling. So I have been loving this product in the morning. Again, it costs £47. Would I spend £47 on this product? I wouldn't. I'm sorry, Banish. I wouldn't spend £47 on this product. Other cleansers that I've been using, like Paula's Choice, The Ordinary, and other cleansers which I've been trying and using, I do really like. I will miss that minty smell in the morning when this is run out, but I won't spend £47 on this product again. Next is the product that's not included with the kit, and it is the Retinol Ceramide Serum. And this is priced at, well, you're wrong, it's not priced at £47 because this is priced at a whopping £67. Now, this is a milky water-based retinol enriched with ceramides, glycolic acid, willow bark, amongst other things. And this targets fine lines, uneven tone and dryness without flaking or peeling that some retinols cause. Now, this could possibly be because the amount of retinol in this product is, I believe, quite low. It doesn't state the amount on the product ingredients and how much retinol is in there, it just says it's in retinol. I did a bit of research and we've come up with it probably contains about 0.03% amount of retinol. Now, I could be wrong there, and if Banish want to make a comment underneath here, if they're the fifth person to view this video, they're more than welcome to do so. I've used it a couple of times, but I'm already using products, retinol products, which are much, much stronger than this product. So I'm currently using Paula's Choice, which is 0.1% retinol, so a much stronger product than this. And my skin is quite happy to use that strength retinol. As a starting product, if you're just learning about retinol and want to start using the product, then this could possibly be the best thing since sliced bread for you to try, because it's quite a weak retinol and it's probably a good starting point. So I won't trash this too much. It's a good starting retinol product. It feels quite nice on the skin. There's no tingling or anything like that. And so in my humble opinion, I would go to probably Paula's Choice retinol products, which aren't as expensive as this and contain more retinol. But that is entirely up to you guys. So as I say, guys, now normally this kit, as I said earlier, retails for around £345, but it's currently on offer for £240. There are other kits on their website, much cheaper kits. I believe the cheapest one is £120, and for that I think you get the 2 needles and Banish tool. It's quite a considerable investment, but if you are considering stabbing your face to turn back the clock, it might be worth a look. As I say, it's all made in California. They even offer a 45-day money-back guarantee. And they also give, if you send your bottles back to California, They'll also give you money off other products. So I believe you send some bottles back and they give you a voucher and you can use that towards other products, which I think is probably quite good. I don't know what the post is sending things to California, but I would imagine it'll probably be more than the vouchers you get for them. So, but I don't know whether that's true or not. You'd have to look into that. So that is the Banisher kit. So after all that, if you're still wondering what microneedling is, and I don't blame you because I've not explained anything yet, I am the worst YouTuber ever. Please don't leave that in the comments. So what is microneedling? Other than being delighted with my new microneedling kit, the first question I of course had is, what is microneedling? Microneedling. Did I say that right? Microneedling. I always thought it was what happened in those little booths in the shopping centre and something to do with eyebrows. Now, I'm obviously completely wrong because it's got nothing to do with eyebrows or a piece of cotton, which is what I thought happened in those little booths in the shopping centre, and I thought that was microneedling. If, like me, you have never heard of microneedling, and why would you? Looking at the kit, I thought it involved injecting serums into your face. I spent some time looking at the little tool. I should take it out of the box. And I spent some time wondering where you get all the fluids, because there's no openings to put the fluids in. And then I thought you attached the needle. I shall do that for you now. You attach the needle, you spin, and you pull. And there's the little needles. My camera won't pick that up, but there's many, many little tiny needles there that you can see on the little flat pad there. They're static, they're just there. So there is no serums to go in there. You don't fill them up, you don't inject yourself with anything. It is just the needles. So microneedling is when tiny sterile needles create micro injuries to your skin. This triggers your body to go, oi, we better fix that. The idiot's hurt himself again. And it kickstarts collagen and elastin production, proteins that keep your skin looking firm and plump. Now, microneedling isn't just for vain people like me that want to remove some of these lines on my face. The main use of this product helps to treat things like acne and surgical scars. Now, that is what their website is mainly focusing on, is the acne scars. And they've done some very clever before and after pictures, and it seems to really, really help people that suffer with acne and that are left with scars. It really does help. You can also use it for hyperpigmentation. You can use it for stretch marks, for enlarged pores. You can even use it, and this one stunned me a little bit, you can even use it for hair loss. I have got a bald patch at the back of my head there, and I haven't as yet, but I am going to try it on my bald patch to see if I can grow any more hair there. It also helps with uneven, dull skin tone. And of course, the reason why I'm using it is it helps with fine lines and the signs of a good life. Now you can adjust the needle length. Sorry, you can't adjust the needle length. You can buy different needle lengths. There's no adjustment with this. These needles are static and sterile. But you can get bigger and smaller needles, which I'll explain in a little bit more, and to treat different parts of your body. Now, before I use this, I don't know who Banish are. Obviously, I've looked at their website, but I don't know whether they're a reputable company. So I did some research. I asked the Dr. Chat GTP a few questions about Banish. I asked it to do a deep research onto the products they use. And it came out with that Banish use gold-plated titanium needles, which is what it states on the website and on the box. And independent reports show that they use the same manufacturers as professional grade tools. So when you're going to these dermatologists for microneedling, they charge at least £160 to £200 per session. And they're getting the microneedles from the same place that you're buying them from Banish. So that is great news. You're using professional grade tools. Now, the Banish 3.0 has a safer straight press design. So you can get these needles, which are on rolls, which you roll across your face, which for me, it sounded like it was a better kind of tool, but apparently this drags the skin, it damages the skin. So this is a much better way of putting these needles into your face. So it's a much better way of putting these needles into your face. So it's called a straight press design because you're going to press straight down onto your skin, possibly not with that much force. and it follows skincare safety guidelines. Now, in short, these are not your Amazon impulse buy rollers. These are the real deal, recommended by experts. And I've got that information direct from ChatGPT, and which cited other sources to provide this information. So I know that these needles are the real deal. They're going to be good for my skin. And I hope you guys would do your own research before injecting anything on any part of your body. Now, why am I using this microneedling tool? Well, I am tackling the signs of aging. I have had a well-lived life thus far. I am 56 and I am showing the signs of being a 56-year-old man. I have got fine lines, I've got rosetta, which means redness of the skin, and general wear and tear for a man of this age. Now, these microneedles are going to help stimulate collagen and give me back a little bit of bounce. They're going to improve the texture of the skin, and they're going to boost production and absorption of any kind of products that I'm going to put on immediately after. They're going to firm up sagging areas. I said firm up, not perform miracles. I'll pray for the miracles, but I'm not going to rely on it with this tool. So microneedling basically is like giving your skin a slap to say, wake up, do your job. And so far, I'm pretty happy with the result. Now, initially, I was a little bit excited to use this tool. So I did a little bit of research. I watched a few YouTube videos because the instructions in the kit are a little bit vague. YouTube became my skincare university. Like many creators, I am not qualified. So always do your own research. And if any doubt about using any of these products, speak to a qualified dermatologist, a doctor, whatever. Don't always take the word of YouTubers. A lot of us aren't qualified and some of us are. I'm not, just to make that clear. Now, my first challenge was to, okay, let me just do this. So the tool, my first challenge, the tool was to get the needles to sit on the tool. Now, you put it in, you twist, and it says you twist and pull. And I've made that look fairly easy. I'm glad. That's the beauty of YouTube. But on my third attempt with getting it out of the cap, I snapped the end off. I got in touch with Banish, said, look, I'm really sorry. Thank you very much for sending me that very expensive kit, but I have broken it. They were a little bit confused, as I was, because I'm still not too sure how I did it, because it is fairly easy. You twist and pull. It comes out quite easy there. So you twist and pull and it comes out very easily. For some reason, I broke mine. I don't know, I must have just been too vigorous and eager to start stabbing my face. Anyway, they sent me a replacement, and bearing in mind this stuff comes from California, it arrived the following day by DHL. So I am well pleased with Banish customer service. So thank you very much. Excellent customer service. Thank you, Banish. Thank you. So how do you use the Banisher kit? Well, first of all, you've got to sanitize. So it says you fill, don't forget, twist and pull, twist and pull. You fill the cap with rubbing alcohol, and it's got a little fill line on it. If you're 56 like me, there's no way you're going to see that without your reading glasses. I haven't got my reading glasses on, but I do know it's about there. You fill it up, you put this back in, you push it down, and you leave it sitting on the counter for 5 minutes to let it disinfect. While that's disinfecting, cleanse your face properly. Make sure you've got no products, no moisturizer, you've got nothing on your face. By all means, use the Clear Mint cleanser. Dry your face, come back in, and for an extra safety measure, use an alcohol swab. Bearing in mind, you are going to be putting these little needles all over your face. You don't have to put it all over the face, but the areas that you want to treat. So bearing in mind that you can cause an infection in your skin if you're not properly cleansed. So just to be safe, use an alcohol swab on your face to the areas that you're going to use the stamp. So once your stamp has, just nearly broke it again, twist and pull, twist and pull. So you take it out, you let your Banisher dry, air dry for another 5 minutes until it's dry, and then you are ready to go. So I'm not going to do it now, but I will put a little video over here of me doing it, because talking and stabbing my face at the same time is just too much for me to do. I will either make a mess of telling you how to use it, or I will just stab myself in the eye or something. So I'm not going to talk and do it, but I will do a video later on of me doing it, and I'll put a little picture up of the after effects of it. So I'm just going to put the lid back on for safety purposes. By the way, I am a health and safety manager. That is what my main job is. So health and safety first. So with the cap off, obviously off when you're doing it, and it's been cleansed, you've used alcohol on your face, you stamp down on your face gently. I shouldn't say stamp down. You place on your face. Now, it recommends that you do it 3 to 5 stamps on each area. So if I'm doing my forehead, the recommendation is to stamp, twist, stamp, twist, stamp. I found that really, really boring and dull. So what I do now is I stamp, 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 stamp. You get the picture. And then I do my whole forehead like that. And then I go up and down. And there I'm getting my 4 stamps on each place. And for me, that seemed to spread the time a lot quicker for me. It was a more interesting way for me to do it than stamp, turn, stamped, turn, stamped. It just made sense to me. I've also done around my eyes. It says you can do anywhere, including your lips. It says you can do anywhere other than your eyelids. So there we go. So stamp, 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 stamp. And I do exactly the same as I did with my forehead. And you can use these needles up to 8 times, which is fairly good value for money. As I said earlier, if you go to a dermatologist for this kind of treatment, it's about 160 to 200 pounds for microneedling for a full face. It possibly may be more. You can also use it on your neck, and you can use it on your lips, but they recommend that you use the smaller needles on the lips. So that's something to bear in mind. And I'll explain the needle sizes in a minute. When you put the socks on, or when you take the socks off, while microneedling isn't clear and it's not in the instructions, so I'm still confused about where the socks come into it. But I've got the socks on now and I feel very reassured. So that is basically how you use the Banisher. You're putting lots of little needle holes in your skin. Your skin is fairly red once you've finished using it. So ideally, you want to be doing this at night time before you go to sleep. The after products that you can put on your face, I'll explain in a minute. But I should just explain the needle sizes first. So the needles are the needles on these little white pads here. And the needle lengths you can get is 0.252 to 1.5 millimeters. And that's for face to help product absorb in the skin. The one that it comes with in the kit is the 0.5 millimeters, and you can use this on face, scars, pigmentation, fine lines, and you can do this apparently for every once or twice a week. Now, I've been doing it on a Monday and Thursday because that fits in with my schedule. They also do different sizes for different parts of your body. So you can get the 1.0 millimeter, which is for face and body for deeper scars like stretch marks. And the 1.5 millimeter is for the body only for deep scars and thick skin. So that is the different kinds of needle lengths which I needed to explain to you. The kit comes with a 0.5, which you can use on the face, scars, pigmentation, and you can use it every 1 to 2 weeks. So that is the needle sizes. Immediately after performing your microneedling surgery on your face, I feel like a qualified doctor now. 5 minutes on YouTube and I am fully qualified. So immediately after you've used your Banisher tool, you can apply some serums, bearing in mind you've made all these hundreds of little tiny needle holes in your skin, and so that serum is going to sink in deeper than it would do normally. The Banish products that you can use the Banish Serum, which came with the kit. You can also use the Vitamin C Moisturizer. They're the only 2 Banish products that they recommend using after you've done the microneedling. Now, I've been using different products. I've been using the ordinary hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5 because this offers deep hydration and this plumps out the skin, which is what I'm ideally after with all these fine lines. You can also use the ordinary Buffet or the ordinary Buffet and copper peptides, which is great for the effects of aging on the skin. You can also use the ordinary Matrix 10%, which targets fine lines. You can also use the Ordinary's natural moisturizing factors plus. This locks in moisture and aids with the recovery. Now, immediately after using this, you obviously skin is going to be fairly flush. You've put on some products which make them flush even more. You're then to leave it without putting any makeup or any other products that you might feel like putting on for at least 8 hours. Ideally, using this before going to bed. You've slept on it, you wake up and you can do whatever you want to your face after that 8 hours. Now, I was really pleasantly surprised, and this is after the first time of using this Banisher tool, the effects it had on me in the morning. So these lines I've got down here, I concentrated my Banisher tool on those lines because I hate those lines because I think they really age me. It's a lifetime of drinking, smoking, doing all the wrong kind of stuff. Anyway, immediately after the following day, those lines had gone. Not a word of a lie, those lines had gone. Have they gone? No, they haven't. So I couldn't see those lines because my face was quite plump. Bearing in mind, I'd caused quite a lot of injury to my face 8 hours previously by putting all these tiny holes into my skin. So my skin was inflamed and swollen. And so once your skin swells, obviously a lot of those lines are going to disappear. And once that swelling has gone back down, obviously those lines are still there. I've been using the Banisher tool for 6 weeks now, and I definitely noticed a difference in my skin. I've lost a lot of the redness to my cheeks, and my lines are still very much there, but and this possibly is in my own head, but I have seen a significant difference in my skin. Not so much that anyone's come up to me and said, bloody hell, you look young. Nothing like that, but I have seen a significant change in my skin. I am definitely going to continue using this Banisher tool, and I am not on commission for saying that, so take whatever you will from that, but I like using this tool. Now, it is definitely as not straightforward as applying a bit of moisturizer and going to bed. It takes time. You're up for about at least 15-20 minutes, possibly half an hour with the whole process of disinfecting, waiting for it to dry, washing, cleansing, everything else. It probably takes you a good half hour to do a full face of microneedling. So it is quite a commitment twice a week. And so you really need to be interested in microneedling to want to do this. And if, like me, you've never heard of microneedling, now you know. So I hope this video was informative. I will do some other videos of me doing it, etc. in this video, so you can see what it looks like, and I'll show you some pictures of my face before and afterwards, so you can decide whether it's right for you and whether you want to commit yourself to spending that much money on this tool. If you've got more serious problems than I have, like you've got acne scarring or real life scarring, I would definitely recommend looking on their website and seeing people with really bad acne scars and scarring on their face and seeing the effects that it's had onto them, because I was very much impressed with the effects that this Banisher tool has. It is recommended by experts, and so, as I say, I'm not qualified to give you that recommendation, but it is certainly working for me, and I am going to continue to use this product. So if you are definitely serious about improving texture scars and the early signs of aging, yes, it's an investment, but the results are fairly real. What would I change about this? For Banish, I would probably supply you with better to follow instructions. Would I wear the socks again? Only if they make my face look younger. But hey, if these socks don't do it, maybe my next experiment will, because I have been trying some anti-aging supplements. And by the time this next video comes out, I will be on these supplements for about 4 to 5 weeks. I've been trying things primarily from the Do Not Age range. Think NAD plus M&M. That's not the place where your mother buys bras, by the way. I believe that's M&S. I've been trying these because I have been very much focusing on the outside appearance of aging and men at my age. And I'm very curious to learn about what's happening on the inside. And is there anything that I could be doing to help my insides, which will hopefully, in the long term, give me a better, happier, more energetic life. So, yep, I've been trying the Do Not Age products, and I will be telling you all about those in my next video. And so if you're curious, do stick around, because the video is coming up soon and you don't want to miss it. So let me know in the comments if you're going to try this, or you've ever tried it, or you've tried it and you're never going to try it again, because I am still learning about it and I would like to learn from you guys. And again, a huge thanks to Banish for trusting me with their products. I am very grateful for them sending me in, and I hope I wasn't too negative in some of the comments that I made about some of the serums and that. They weren't for me, but that doesn't mean they're not for you. So by all means, look at it, research it, and find out whether it's going to work for you. But hey, I love the tool, and I'm so grateful that they sent me another one when I broke the first one. I'm made up and I've got needles for a good couple of months. So thanks guys at Banish. I hope you liked the video and I hope you guys did too. I'll see you next time. I've been waffling on far too long. I'm so sorry. I'll put some more videos in. Take care guys. Bye for now.